This episode, Nanatsu no Taizai, also known as the Seven Deadly Sins. Episode 21, Review. My goodness. This anime is crazy. I gotta read the manga. I have to. I'm trying to hold out until the season's over. Alright, hold on. You gotta give me a minute. I don't even know where to start. There's so much dialogue, so much stuff in this. And even after last episode, which was amazing, it was amazing in a different way in this episode because it's dialogue heavy, so we learn a lot more. So I had to write down some notes, man. I was like, oh, I had to keep going back. Like, what? Wait, what just happened? So, in one of the first scenes, we see Bon. He meets this. He's going to He's trying to get Eleni back, and he wants to exchange his life for Eleni's life, as we all knew. You know, that's obviously what he was going to do. But he meets this thing called the Goddess Race, and it has some affiliation with the Holy War and the demons and all that stuff. Some affiliation, and instead of it could speak. It looked like a shell or something, like a giant shell, and it could speak. And so Bond said, in exchange, give Lenny's life back in exchange for mine. And the Goddess War didn't want that. I don't want that. So instead, he gave him a mission to kill Meliodas. And Bond's not gonna do that. I mean, honestly, like Bond's not gonna do that. And they're gonna do something to find another way to do it. Bond's not gonna do that. And you know, if you've seen this episode, so Bond's eyes get big when he hears that, and we cut to the next scene, which that was crazy. But also we learn a lot of fascinating things, and this author's really expanding the world. Uh, Elizabeth's father has some sort of like premonition, like precog or like visions of what will happen in the future, and we see this actually happen because he predicted that he'd be saved by a crimson boar, and we know that the boar sins Merlin has a crimson boar tattooed, and when Meliodas' dad gets sick, not Meliodas, when Elizabeth's dad gets sick, she says she can help you. She's taking him back to Camelot, and we see his vision come true. And so, Elizabeth feels better now that her dad's going to be helped, which I hope everything goes good there because I'll just be sad if she loses her dad. But, so yeah, but since I'm on the topic of Merlin, I mean, I wonder her radius of teleportation. I mean, she just snaps her fingers and she could show up anywhere. I mean, she snapped her finger when they left. Is she going back to Camelot? I mean, that's hacks, man. I mean, how could you touch her in a snap of a finger? And Merlin, I'm sad that she had to leave so early because I really want to see more of her, and I wonder if she will even join the group. She says when she feels like it, so we'll probably see her later down the line. But right now, she went back to Camelot with Arthur and Elizabeth's dad. But and then soon after, we see Dreyfus. Um, he admits, and this is where stuff just starts unraveling. And a whole bunch of dialogue and a whole bunch of stuff we learn. And Dreyfus and Hendrickson conspired with each other to kill Zarathustra. Yeah, Zarathustra, which is we all pretty much assume that that's what happened, but Dreyfus actually admits to it. And we also learn that the reason why Guild Thunder and Margaret were controlled was because of, in fact, because of Vivian. She put what was called what was it called? Lookouts. That was in the translation that I saw. I don't know what the actual things are called. If you know in the comment section, please put it. But in the translation, it said lookouts. and which it controlled Gil Thunder and Margaret to do whatever Vivian wanted them to do. And we also learned that Vivian was in love with Gil Thunder, and that's why she's and just infatuated with this guy. It's just kind of insane. But yeah, so Hendrickson and Dreyfus, conspired to kill Zarathustra to start the Holy War, and wanted to kill the seven deadly sins to keep everything under wraps. And basically that's what's happening so far. And so yeah, we want to start the Holy War and everything. And Hendrickson, we assume that Hendrickson, I assume that Hendrickson was dead um, when everything started, but we see him come. I mean, Hendrickson's a beast. I mean, I'm loving Hendrickson right now. He's just an animal, and we see him come back. He looks all badass, putting the arm, popping it back. I don't even think, are those even his arms? Were those his arms, or are those like some random's arms? I think those were probably his. It would be even sweeter if it was just a random arm. He just pops him back in place. Oh my god! And we see, and like he has that demon aura like Meliodas does, which did they drink the demon blood? I don't know. That's just an assumption. I don't think they did though. Probably, or some other sort of something with him and Meliodas. There has to be something there, something related in a way. But yeah, so he's come back. He's forcing all the new generation holy knights. They're all changing form. They're all going crazy, turning into demons. And see what Gila and what's the other girl's name? Gila and Jericho. And Jericho's the first one to go because she's tired of people treating her like a girl, and but Gila's still fighting back. So that's good. But man, this episode was crazy. And one of the final things we learned about was Helbrim was dead for a long time, and his body's just been passed around in the black market. And Hendrickson tells the king that his brother's been dead. He's the one that originally killed his I mean not brother, but Helbrim's been dead. He's been dead for a long time. His body's been passed around for 200 years plus. I mean, who knows? And he can be, and Hendrickson's just been controlling him, and he can resurrect him twice. And I think he's already done it twice, so Helbrim can't come back again. So yeah, that just sucks. And you see King. I mean, the emotion. King, I love King. His scenes are amazing, and you feel the emotion, and he's just like broken, and he has to kill him again. He has to. And he has to just to put him out of his misery. I mean, he's basically just a corpse, like a corpse being controlled. So that's just So yeah, so basically, Helbrim just has like a temporary life. It's not real. He's not really alive. It's just awful. And so at the end, Elizabeth decides to go back. I mean, Elizabeth's just Elizabeth. I mean, I don't hate her. I don't love it. And she just you see that character. She's that type of character. You see a lot. She wants to protect Meliodas in some way, and the only way is to go with Hendrickson. And I don't hate Elizabeth. She's just there. So she's okay. Yeah, she leaves with Hendrickson. So Hendrickson doesn't kill Gil Thunder and Meliodas. And at the end, Bond, man, I mean, he loves Eleni that much. I didn't think he would do it, but he's trying to kill Meliodas, and that's where the episode ends off with them just facing off, and Meliodas going in a demon form, and Bond asks him, "Are you a demon?" And I guess we're about to find out because Meliodas is crazy, man. I think the more I'm watching this, I think we're gonna have to eventually put him in the top tier anime characters, the strongest. It's like some of the strongest, up there with some of the strongest anime characters we've seen so far. But I mean, it's a crazy episode. This is one take. I wrote down a couple notes trying to keep up with the episode. I'm gonna go back and watch it again. There's so much information. I mean, there could be a huge discussion in the comment section. No spoilers, please. I haven't read the manga yet, so please, no spoilers. But I mean, this was great. I'm loving this anime so far, and I can't wait to see more. But I'll see you guys later.